¿Dónde estamos?
Killington.
Killington, en la montañita. Estamos cagados de frío, mira, muéstrale la ventana por aquí. Como pueden ver, estamos subiendo, la gente está esquiando y nosotros vamos a subir hasta allá arriba. Ahí les vamos a mostrar la hermosa vista de Killington. Está precioso. 4,200 meters.
Everyone but the world. Yeah, for everyone, for all of the people my age and younger.
¿Vamos, Iván? Bueno, como pueden ver, estamos justo en la parte más alta de la montaña. Estamos a 1200 metros de altura. En pies eso sería 4245 pies. Y bueno, nos estaban contando que en esta zona la gente se suele cazar y tomar fotitos. Arriendan este local gigante que pueden ver aquí a su izquierda, cuesta bastante platita. Y bueno, la gente se toma la foto aquí. Y nada, la vista no está tan bonita porque hay demasiada nieve y me estoy congelando. ¡Ay, qué frío que hace! Dios mío, me la estoy frizando. Bueno, como pueden ver, aquí están las góndolas. No sé cuántas serán en total, pero pasan bastante seguido. Y bueno, nos vamos a tener que subir, lamentablemente hay que bajar. En verdad me estaba gustando estar acá arriba, sobre todo porque estamos bien abrigados, si no me estaría muriendo. Y ya toca el turno de volver a casita. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos en esta bella aventura. ¿Está grabando?
Sí.
Bueno, gente, estábamos encima de la montaña recién, pero ahora tuvimos una visita inesperada a la estación de bomberos. Miren, the fire station. ¡Wow! Y literal, estamos adentro. No hay nadie así. Me gustaría conversar con alguien. Por allá puedo ver que están los trajes y las implementaciones. Ven, vamos un poquito, a ver si podemos grabar. Así que bueno, vamos a ver si hay algún agente en servicio, porque aquí creo que es remunerado el trabajo de bombero. Mira, ¿puedes grabar por allá? Y bueno, me gustaría poder conversar con alguien.
This is where we keep our gear. We all have our own little locker, and then our helmet, pants, jacket, and anything else we might have. This is my locker. We have these things that go over our head that protect our ears in a fire. We all have different colored people. Most people have black helmets, but if you look over there, there's a yellow helmet, and that's someone who's on probation. So you have to at least be on the fire department, I think, for a year and a half to get a black helmet. We have this whole other row. This is where our officer's gear lives. Our deputy chief, our fire chief, and our captains. And everyone, if you look at it, has like a little bit different stuff in each locker. And the red helmet is an officer, and the white helmet is the fire chief. This is our small fire truck. Honestly, I don't remember how much water is in each fire truck, but this is also the vehicle we use for first response calls. So there's medical stuff in this cabinet right here. We also have air packs on all the trucks. This one is only a 2-seater as well. Okay. And it's the only truck that I'm allowed to drive. This one is our main engine. This is our fire attack truck, pretty much. Okay. This is called a pump panel. This is where we get the water out of the truck. And there are different holes, I guess, if you look right down there. That's part of our discharges. This is the pump panel for this truck.
Oh, I see.
So we put a big hose in this, or like a tube, and then that's how we get the water into the truck when we run out. And then we use all these. Each color corresponds with the discharge. They're where the ladders live. All different sorts of ladders and backboards and stuff. This is our ladder truck. It's called a quint, so it has 5 different tasks. It's pretty cool, and it's the one truck that hasn't gone out yet this winter. This is our rescue truck, so this doesn't have any water on it, but it has pretty much everything else you might want. It has an air filling system on the other side, which I could show you. And then all the equipment and the hydraulics, like the jaws of death. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I could show you actually. These things, the hydraulic tools. This truck, so we don't transport people, but in case of it being too cold, this truck has enough space where someone on a backboard could be placed up on here. You can get in. It's not off limits. We've been here. This is one of the places in Killington. This is also where all the rescue supplies is kept on this truck. So that's our first in bag and our oxygen. And we have plenty of other stuff in all of these. This is a oxygen monitor too. This will tell us if there's any CO in the air or any other bad gases that we can't breathe. And it also shows if the air has depleted. So I believe under 19.5, we're supposed to put on our air masks. This is Mark. He's the guy on shift.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Hi, nice to meet you. How are you? Can I record you?
Yeah.
How hard is be a firework?
Most of the time, it's not that hard. It's the hardest thing about doing the job is going from relaxing, not doing anything to 100 miles an hour at the drop of a hat. That's the hardest part is going from like sitting around having a cup of coffee talking to somebody's having a heart attack or somebody's flipped over on the roof of the car, or that's really the hardest part about the job is just going from 0 to 100 back down to 0.
And the most beautiful part of this job?
Getting to know the people in the town. That for me, that's the big thing is you go, you help somebody when they need help, and then you see them later on when you're getting a cup of coffee at the gas station, or you bump into them at the mountain skiing, and just building the relationship with the people in the community, and having that person come up to you a week later, a month later, a year later, and saying, "Hey, you were there for me that night when I was having the worst night of my life, and I remember you." Wow. To me, that's like incredibly powerful. It's part of what keeps me coming back and doing the job day in and day out.
What if something happens and there's only one person, or let's say like two scenarios happen at the same time?
Yeah. So first we rely on the volunteers.
Okay.
But the volunteers have jobs, lives. They go on vacation. They, maybe they're 35 minutes away having dinner with family. Right. It happens. Right. We all have lives. In a situation like that, then we rely on the neighboring towns. So in the fire service, there's something called mutual aid. Mutual aid just means if Killington needs help, then Bridgewater, Pittsfield, Pittsford, Rutland City, Rutland Town, all the towns in the area
are included.
Come and they'll help us, just like if they need help, we'll go help them. And so particularly this is rural firefighting. There's small departments, small manpower. We really, really, really rely on that mutual aid system of we all help each other, because we don't have 300 firefighters on like New York City or Boston or LA or any of the major cities. They can at the drop of a hat have 50 people standing outside of a structure fire. We can't do that here, and so we need to rely on each other. Coming together and doing what we need to do. And then everything comes down to these.
Okay.
So these we can flip through whatever channels we need to be on, and it works just like a phone, but it also plays over all the station speakers.
Okay.
We have.
There's a tone.
It's not us. What is that? No, it's down. Castleton's up like our first response. Rutland Town? Is that Rutland Town?
That was my second trip.
This is a type of Rutland Town Fire to respond to Route 7 in front of the Diamond Run Mall for a 2-car MBA with a vehicle smoking. Again, each of the Rutland Town Fire to respond to Route 7 in front of the Diamond Run Mall for a 2-car MBA with a vehicle smoking. Time of the zone,
Did you find
16:24.
the plane off the runway yesterday?
No. We've had a couple close calls of, you know, landing gear not coming down, emergency landings at Rutland Airport. We've been put on standby with Rutland City for that a couple times. 2 of those, it turns out the landing gear actually did come down. It was just that the panel was showing that it didn't come down, and so everything was, you know, they did a couple laps and somebody on the ground looked.
Bien, gente, esta es la habitación donde pueden pasar el rato, porque les recuerdo que estamos en Vermont, hace mucho frío aquí y bueno, obviamente necesitan una cama o varias camas para dormir cuando hay turno noche y bueno, no pasa nada. Hemos visto bastantes cosas por hoy. Vimos a un bombero que nos explicó cómo era su vida siendo bombero. Aquí en Estados Unidos es un trabajo remunerado. Tenemos a Hailey que nos está enseñando su rutina diaria. Gracias a ella pudimos entrar a este lugar y bueno, conocer por dentro una estación de bomberos estadounidense. Bueno, gente, así fue estar en una estación de bomberos. Es bastante particular, nunca había estado dentro de una. Qué lindo haber conocido gente tan amable que esté dispuesta a enseñar un poco de su vida, de su mundo. Escuchamos de todo, como pueden ver, hay gente de todas las edades, hay voluntarios, hay gente que trabaja y vive de esto. Y bueno, es una profesión bastante bella y encantado por haber sido partícipe por un segundo de escuchar estas experiencias.